Saturday, 20th day of January, 1:28 p.m. Central Standard Time, about 17 degrees, boys. And that's about all it's been here all day for a high. You know, this little Fannie Willis little shindig down in Georgia, this is really quite amusing when you think about it. You know, we're talking about evidently a lot of money. And this gentleman Wade, this prosecutor, I mean, what is this guy's actual title? Is he a special prosecutor? I mean, where I'm going with this is he picked by this D.A. Willis? Is he picked to try to keep the trial, you know, to try to keep the case from being, let's just say, take all the impropriety, bias out of the equation? Sort of like what they did with Trump, you know, with this Mueller that did his investigation. But here's the real amusing part. If true, there seems to be a pay disparity between two other prosecutors hired by D.A. Willis versus this Nathan Wade. I guess Nathan's his first name. Well, here's the question I got, you know, and the governor of that state, he should be on this like a duck on a June bug along with his state senate and state legislature, okay? Do they have any auditing that goes on in that damn state? I mean, did they give this DA an open checkbook? That's what it sounds like. I mean, we're just now finding out about this supposed, what, over $500,000 for this one attorney who was appointed as a prosecutor. But this pay is substantially higher than, well, it's higher than her salary. Why would you appoint a prosecutor who works for you who would make more money than you do? And has this ever been done in any of the 50 states by any DA? Does that make any sense? So they don't have an audit system down there? You know, these courthouses in Tennessee, boys, these county court clerks and these trustees, you know, they handle a lot of money, license plates, collecting land taxes. You know, they're audited. And if something shows up that looks like, wait a minute, what's all this money for? Or what's this money doing missing? You know, there's red flags that comes up. I mean, the legislature in Georgia, they don't look at audit reports. I mean, this woman's office is not audited. This is crazy. You people of Georgia, you know, you ought to really come down hard on this governor and say, wait a minute, Mr. Governor, what's going on here? You got this woman that's out here spending money left, right, and center, giving more money to an employee than she makes. For doing what? You see how this looks? This looks terrible, don't it? And Fannie Willis looks terrible. Not to mention she's a hypocrite. She's already been caught on tape. Oh, I would never. People shouldn't have unprofessional relationships, you know. And yet that's what it looks like she's done. Yeah. I'd like to see the Georgia governor the legislative body of that state get in more involved with this, you know? I mean, that's what you all pay them people big money to do what? Something's out of whack. Somebody didn't do their job. Unless you're not auditing the district attorney's office. I mean, could she give this Mr. Wade $5 million and got away with it? I mean, this money wasn't paid yesterday. You see my point? This money's been paid over a period of time, so this wasn't a one-time good payment, I would suspect. So the sky was the limit for Miss Willis, huh? The Georgia taxpayer, you know, you all are paying all your taxes in that state, and look what's going on with your money. Yeah, how about that? Looks like a Fruit Loop kind of government going on down there, don't it? And then when you think about what the money is spent on, you know, this case has got political overtones. Make no mistake, we know this. You know? And those meetings at the White House, that's bad right there, okay? That's bad. Real bad. Oh, there's other meetings with some other federal proceedings that took place evidently too. So you couple that with this money that's being paid out, what have you got? Taint, corruption, unethical behavior. And any evidence, materials gathered by Mr. Wade or Miss Willis, shouldn't they be shared with the defense of these 18 or 19 indicted individuals' attorneys? It only makes perfect sense. Yeah, I think this case will get thrown out. It stinks to high heaven, any angle you look at it. You know? Well, that's going to do it today, folks. I'm froze.